Shalom. First one, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, and double honours unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honest to you brothers, and pushing this truth out there, man. And blessings to the elect. To be honest, I didn't prepare any scriptures or anything. I had a couple of things in my mind. I'm just driving at the moment, so. But it's, when the spirit hits you, you just gotta just get it off your chest, man. I was just thinking about the scripture. I saw the sharpened, and that we bring out that scripture in reference to the Most High having Esau prepare his weapons of war, and that's indicative of the time that we're in. We're in the time of war at the moment. So I was watching a documentary recently where about the Minuteman missiles, man, ICBMs, and the race that America had with Russia, man, in terms of the ICBM technology. That's partly what the whole space race program was about, man. It was, trying to get that technology of missiles that, leave the Earth's kind of first atmospheres, man, high altitude intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. And back in the 1950s, they already had like 1,000 Minutemen, stockpiled. There's a picture of some guys standing outside, some Edomites standing outside the one missile, man, a Minuteman missile, and they've got a placard that says, congratulations, the 1,000th missile. So Esau's been done stockpiling these weapons of war, man. But the weapons of our warfare aren't carnal, man. They're spiritual, and what we do is how we bring about our weapons, man, is the words of the scriptures, man, the precepts, the understanding, the understanding of Yahweh Shai, man. Faith, so on and so forth, man. The scripture that comes to mind, because I was thinking about that. I was thinking, okay, I saw the sharpened. Well, okay, we're about to go into an all-out bloodbath war, man. World War III. Now, you sharpen a sword before you go out to battle. As a warrior, you'd have your, you'd have your battle axe, your sword. You'd have you might have some throwing weapons. You sharpen that stuff, man. You get it battle ready so that when you cut with the edge, it just goes through. You're not gonna have a blunt weapon in the middle in the fight, man. And it reminds me of that scripture, as iron sharpeneth iron, so does a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend, man. I don't know if I'm saying it verbatim, but look it up, man. I can't remember where it is exactly right now, off the top of my head. But hey, man, that's what it is. We gotta sharpen each other as brothers, admonish brothers, and sometimes what it is. This is a body. Brothers go through different battles, and some brothers are gonna be wounded, and they can't always just get out like that on their own, man. Sometimes they need a helping hand. Okay, some people can take a knock in a battle and they can get back up. Okay, Lord has it that way, man. But some brothers, you need to help them up, man. You need to give them an arm, and that's what it is in this truth, man. Everyone goes through it. We all know what it's like to be down, man, down in the dumps. Satan got his minions out on you, man, plaguing your mind, going through shit through your woman, going through shit through work, just being in this captivity. It can get you down, but obviously, look, we're not in that time. We're in that time of diligence, man. Okay, so we've got to be churning out these videos, pushing this word, to the four corners, man, making full use of the Urim, man, for the internet, man, the unicorn, and we ain't got time for slackness like that. It doesn't mean that brothers ain't gonna go through it, but hey, if the Lord's put a spirit on you where you're doing okay in terms of you're dealing with stuff, you're making videos, whatever, and you see another brother down in the dumps, hey, bring that brother up, man. Pull that brother up, man. Admonish that brother, exhort that brother. do what you got to do to make sure that the body is whole, man. You know, and sharpen your friend's countenance, man, your brother's countenance, so that, you know, we can be ready for that time of war. Because Esau's getting ready, man. He's got his priests sending up them prayers, man, and we need to be praying. We need to be sending up our prayers to the Most High, man. We need to be begging for forgiveness, begging for mercy, man, begging for salvation, man. You know, begging for faith, begging for wisdom, begging for clarity, for sharpness of mind. And, you know, this thing ain't of our own. You got to pray for these things, man. Look, the Passover's coming up, man. And, hey, man, I was reasoning with a brother earlier, man. This is the year of death, destruction, and diligence. Apostle Hart called this the year of death, destruction, and diligence, 3D, man. Now, you know what it's like every Passover, man. Israel gets sifted, man. You know, the judgment begins at the house of Israel, man. You know, and every year, man, brothers, you know, there'll be people in GMS that'll fall out, man, over some wayward doctrines, man, out of some heresies, man. And this year ain't gonna be any different, man. Passover's a spiritual time, man. So this is when the Lord does his house cleaning the most, man. And you've been hearing about, you know, people getting hit by 18-wheel ton truck, you know, 18-wheeler trucks, man. Hey, people are dying, man. So, you know, hey, well, I think what the brother said is on point, man. Hey, people are probably gonna die, man. People are most definitely gonna die. But I'm talking about those that are not right, man. Those that ain't right in Great Muslim, and I hope and pray that I'm not one of them, man. You know, I hope the Lord gives me a heart of no guile, man. You know. Salaki Hashem, I've got to turn the light off for a little bit. It's Esau's legions, you know, the feds. So they're a bit funny about keeping the light on in the car. So once I get out of the vision, I'll put the light back on. This won't be that important. You don't have to see me anyway, you know. Most brothers just listen to, you know, these videos and all that. But to be honest, I just kind of hit the point on that anyway. Don't want to long it out too much, but you got to know what time we're in, man. We're getting ready for war, man. Isaiah 3, man. Knowledge and wisdom, man. It's going to be the stability of our times. A warrior's got to be stable, man. Balanced, you know. Not too polarized. You know, not quick to wrath and quick to anger, man. You got to be balanced in your moves, man. You know. You got to keep a clear mind when you're in that battle, because things are going to get tough out here, man. It's not going to be like that coming out every Saturday going to camp, you know, chilling with brothers, and it's not going to be like that, man. Hey, man, you might turn up to camp one day, camp ain't there. All the brothers have been thrown in jail, man. You're the only one. What are you going to do? You're going to buckle under pressure, ringing brothers' phones, no one's replying. What are you going to do? You know, the Lord's got to be with you, man. You got to pray, man. Okay, this ain't no man thing, man. This ain't no gang. Okay. Right, the Lord has his body, man. He's got his men. But it's a relationship between you and the Most High, man. You got to get right with Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, man. You got to get right with Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, okay? Whether another brother gets right with Yahushai or Yahweh Shemi Yahushai has nothing to do with your salvation, man. That's why the scriptures say, seek your own salvation with trembling and fear, man. Hey, we're in that time of fear, man. We're in that time of fear, man. We're in that time of death and destruction and fear, man. You know? It's not a joke. But yeah, you know. I was really just wanted to vent about that. Things I've been thinking about, man. And hey, like the main important thing is, man, you know, praying, stay in this thing, praying for mercy, man, always. It's not a joke, man. Like I said, Passover's coming up, man. You you know, and it just because Passover's coming up, you know, all of a sudden people would just get, you know, that much more humble and more fearful. Hey, you've got to be like this all year round, man. Posca Bar said you got to be like a cat, like on a hot tin roof, and this truth, man. And I believe that, man. You know, Apostle said it, man. So, hey, you know, just keep praying and stay diligent, brothers. Keep pushing this word. And if you see a brother down and out, man, you know what you got to do. You got to pick that brother up, man. You know, do your bit, man. Be brotherly, man. And with that, you know, shalom.